Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am back to finish up the 9th and last Christmas tree block that we are making to make a small-ish quilt top. And I have decided I will stop at the quilt top. I wish in the way I would have left the 9 blocks individual. I did that before when I did 12 blocks of Christmas series. And then, whoever got those on eBay could do whatever they wanted with them. But I've already sewn together rows 1 and 2, 3 blocks, and then I'm going to have 3 more blocks for row number 3. And so I'm going to put that row together after this video. So in this video we're doing this block, and then in the next video I will have put the whole quilt top together. I'll be doing that off camera. It's very easy. You sew 9 blocks together. And like I said, I have 2 rows done. I'll finish the bottom row. I'll put that together. I'll be taking pictures. I will be showing it to you, and it will be going on eBay. It will start at 1 penny, free shipping. And for the USA, outside USA, you have to pay the shipping. And I don't know what else I need to tell you about that. But this way, whoever gets it can make their own quilt. There are people who absolutely love to do the quilting, hate to do the piecing. I'm the opposite. I like to do the piecing, don't care about quilting. I would have fun quilting, but I don't actually like quilts. Just don't like quilts. I like blankets, and I don't want to be quilting something. So that's how I'm going to be doing it. And I know people are like, well, you shouldn't even show people if you don't like quilts. I like the piecing, and that's what I show. I'm going to show you what I like to do. And the most I like to make for quilts are like rag quilts, because those don't require a lot of quilting. Anyway, I've decided you're going to be able to bid on just the quilt top. Okay, now that I've got that all off my chest, and hopefully I won't go to bed feeling guilty, I'm going to tell you the sizes of these pieces, and we're going to be putting this together. Very easy. I ran out of some reds because I've been using this scrap pack for different projects. Oh yeah, and I have scrap packs still. They're in my eBay store. They're also available to my exclusive shoppers, so they're available at the 3 different price points. But if you're not an exclusive shopper, there's info in the description if you want to go look at that. You can get the scrap pack on eBay. It's big. I've showed it to you in the previous videos. Just go look for it. I'll have a link to it in the description of this video. This right here, 6.5 inches square. This 6.5 wide by 3 tall. 6.5 wide by 4 tall. Over here, we have 2 inches wide by 4 inches tall. We have a little 2-inch square. We have 3 inches wide by 5.5 inches tall. And then this is our tree that we made. You do not have to have the tree. You don't even have to be using Christmas prints. But if you have the tree, mine came out to about 4.5 wide, 7.5 tall. Well, it came out to maybe something else, but I trimmed it to 4.5 wide by 7.5 tall. And yeah, you can just use any piece of fabric that's 4.5 by 7.5. So let's start with what's obviously easy. We're sewing these 3 pieces together. So this is going to go there, and then this will go there, just like that. It just dawned on me. I was trying to use up scraps, and I didn't have too many scraps that allowed for 6.5 inches wide. I didn't have anything for 6.5 inches square, but I'm the one who designed these pieces. I could have broken this up into 2 pieces, or even 4 this way, whatever. I didn't have to use a big piece. And so that's letting me, think about telling you, if I say 6.5 inches square and you don't have anything 6.5 inches square, just piece some things together and then trim whatever you pieced to 6.5 inches square. Doesn't have to be one whole solid piece. All right, so my laziness of not redesigning is teaching you something. That's how I'm going to look at that. Okay, these two. Going to put the 2-inch square on this 2x4 strip. And I have this, but I had to take the stitches out because I forgot that this is directional. See, it says peace, love, joy. A little bit of that's going to get caught in the seam allowance, but I had it in another direction, so I had to pick. You can see the stitch holes there. But now I have it right, and that's going right here. And I'm going to sew it to this piece, like that, right there. I have this. And I'm going to sew this to this piece. Right there. Now I have this, and that is going onto this. See, it's a little bit longer. That's okay. That can all be trimmed. Right there. Now I have this. Like it. I can't wait to see it all put together. My blocks have been coming out to about 10.5 by 12.5. Put your blocks out, measure them all, and take the smallest one, trim it, and then trim everything else to that same size. That's the best way to do this. Now, again, I wish in the way I would have just done the individual blocks and put them on eBay that way, because if somebody wanted this bigger, you could put sashing. And I would suggest muslin. I just love muslin now. Sashing, for the backing, all that stuff. Of course you can put anything you want. But I do have muslin in my eBay store if you would like that. Even if you don't want muslin for sashing, it's great for the backing. But if you have your 9 pieces together and you're like, this is still too small, you can put a border around it. You can put a nice wide border around it. You could put multiple borders. Or you could even put a border around that mini quilt and then some more blocks around that and then another border. There's a whole lot of ways to make something bigger. So I'm going to have it as a quilt top. Where's my other pieces? Hang on. I will take some pictures obviously at the end, but I'm just going to show you right now. I'll probably just wait to take all the pictures when I have this table cleared off so I have room. So this is the first row. I'm trying to keep the sticker on there. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Here's the second row. Like this. So Christmassy. And then here are the last 3 blocks. This is block number, how is it going? 7. This is block number 7, 8, and then 9. And again, I did put this next to this. So when I was cutting pieces, I knew I wasn't going to have anything too matchy-matchy. Now see, with the other colors and what's going on top of this, number 6 is going on top of this. So see, when that's all put together, that's going to just blend right in. There's more green there, so it's not like we're looking so much at the green. So don't worry, don't stress out over what you're doing. As a matter of fact, you know, I have a candy cane here. It's a little tiny square, 2-inch square. And I have it there too because it was already 2 inches wide, a strip, and I was like, I'm just going to use that. And it almost looks like, you know, like that piece of fabric is under this one. Oh, that's cool because it's right in the same row. I didn't plan that. All right, you guys, I'm going to be putting all this together. The next video, you will see it. You'll be able to bid on it. And if you decide you like it, you can also get a scrap pack. You can get that now. You can get that then. I'm sure I'll probably still have at least a couple then. You have plenty of time for Christmas. Or, like I said, you can just use my size pieces for any occasion. Just any scraps you want to use. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll be back with more soon. Bye.